Land was founded in 2009 by two curators that recognized the breadth of artistic practice and really required a different type of arts organization, an organization that privileges the audience and the communities that we're working in as much as the presentation, embracing the creative process, discovery, and experimentation outside of a traditional framework or institution. Land believes in the possibilities that can arise from supporting artists that are embedded and working within their respective communities. Since becoming the director of Land in 2019, it's been critical that the organization reflects the city that we're living in today and that our structure is as flexible and innovative as our programming. We shifted from a chief curatorial model to working collaboratively and collectively as a team, supporting artist-driven and community-based programming. At every step, we ask ourselves if the work is the most impactful, engaging the artists and the community partners that we're working with in the evaluation and determination of the success of a project. Land structure allows us to constantly evolve to meet the needs of the artist community that we're working with, supporting projects that would otherwise not be realized.
Being a small organization means each individual within the Land team carries significant responsibility and contribution to all aspects of the organization. We are highly intentional about each role within Land, how those roles fit together like puzzle pieces, and how our operational systems can reflect the work that we do. To achieve this, Land's team functions in a non-hierarchical format that strengthens our collaboration and care for one another and further reinforces our artistic and cultural efforts.
Site specificity to Land is defined through our artist and site partnerships. Land as an arts organization listens and lets artists lead and guide our programs in conversation with the Land team to best understand and identify the needs of the audiences and communities we are interfacing and ultimately collaborating with. It is through this intentional and thoughtful method that is how we begin to define site specificity. Land's unique programmatic structure is built on 3 simultaneous scales of programming: multi-year commitments to artists or site and or community, projects that inspire within a year, and immediate responsive programming, which encompasses our 3 programming series: Nomadic Nights, focused on performance-based work, Frame Rate, showcasing film and video, and Soundscapes, for experimental music and sound. Working in this tripart programmatic framework allows Land to support the full scope of how artists are working today.
Land's definition of community is all-encompassing. It isn't predetermined or predefined. It's about constantly expanding and deepening who our art audience is. Artists we work with are active supporters and members, project and site partners, neighbors, collaborating curators, vendors, our audience, the list goes on. What is most unique to how we work is showing different people, organizations, and sites who may not initially recognize themselves as part of our community that they actually are and can be. They may not know that they're stewards of valuable cultural spaces or practices, or they do and are not actively recognized and regarded as such by LA's larger arts ecosystem. That's where we come in.
Hi, my name is Iris, and I am a visual artist based in Los Angeles, California. In 2021, I had the pleasure of working with Land on a collaborative project with the late Tongva elder Julia Bogany and Tongva poet Megan Dorame. We installed a human sundial at the State Historic Park in downtown Los Angeles. Land is one of the most artist-centric, process-driven arts organizations, and I felt so trusted and supported given my own open-ended creative and emotional process. The project ended up being a very grief-ridden one, and the amount of support I received from Land staff, they were nurturing, they were so full of care and so attentive to the grief that the project ultimately demanded. I've never felt so cared for in working with an arts organization.